Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum friends. Welcome back to the new latest episode of Transfer News. Sorry guys, I couldn't do that watch along, but I had some issues right now and I just want to do this transfer update. So guys, please do tune in for the latest news that we have on Football Gupshup regarding transfer news. As you see in the thumbnail, we have today got lots of news about lots of clubs, about lots of players. We'll be starting in sequence. What we'll do is we will try to wrap up as many stories as we can, and it has to do with regarding with many names, so I'm sure that you guys will be tuning in. So right now, as you can see on the thumbnail, we'll be giving you the transfer update for Real Madrid. Let's start with that club. Real Madrid, as you all know, they were rejected by Mbappe, but right now they're active on other names. The first name which is up is Tchouaméni. Tchouaméni, who plays for Monaco, is the world-class central defensive midfielder who is quite young, and right now Real Madrid are quite eager to get him. The fee which has been reported is upwards of 80 million euros. Now, Tchouaméni was also a target for PSG, but Tchouaméni has been swayed away by Real Madrid due to the fact that Camavinga also plays for Real Madrid, so he has spoken to Tchouaméni and he has asked Tchouaméni to join him in Real Madrid. He also understands that Toni Kroos as well as Luka Modric, they are almost into the last steps of their cycle in Real Madrid, and mostly it will be Camavinga as well as Tchouaméni who will be the midfielders for the coming 8 to 10 years, and I think it appeals to Tchouaméni, so most probably he'll be joining the whites of Real Madrid. Now, Real Madrid have also been linked with another name. It's quite surprising. It's Gundogan of Manchester City. Now, Gundogan, he has been playing for Manchester City for quite a long time, and he played for Borussia Dortmund. Now, Ilkay Gundogan has won a lot of Premier League titles with Pep Guardiola as well as City. He is looking for a new experience. His name has come up as a surprise. Nobody was expecting it, but it has turned out to be. It has been said that his people are speaking not only to Real Madrid, but they're also speaking to Juventus. So we might expect and we might see the likes of Ilkay Gundogan joining the likes of Real Madrid, Toni Kroos, Luka Modric, as well as perhaps maybe Juventus. Now, going forward, Real Madrid, they are also looking in for other targets. I'll be just giving you them in a second. In the meanwhile, if you guys can please subscribe to the channel, it will really mean a lot to me, and please press that like button as well. Hopefully you'll be liking this transmission as of right now. As for the name which has been reported with Real Madrid, it is of the recent news that it has come up of Rudiger joining from Chelsea. Now, Rudiger has joined Real Madrid. It makes a lot of sense. Alaba and Militao has been superb for Real Madrid. They won the Champions League, they won the La Liga, but the addition of Rudiger is going to be quite good for Real Madrid. He's already won the Champions League, but he's going to add something else in the Real Madrid lineup. Now, Real Madrid, they are also looking for a right back. The name which has come up is quite surprising, is of Reece James. There has been talks that Reece James is not agreeing a contract with Chelsea, and we'll come back to Chelsea later. What we have right now is that Reece James has an interest from Manchester City as well as Real Madrid. Now, if Reece James were ever to leave Chelsea, Real Madrid wouldn't be a bad shout, as well as Manchester City. I think joining Real Madrid would appeal to him a lot, but let's see. It's just too early to call. Now, moving forward, we'll be going to Barcelona. Barcelona, they have been reported with so many names, and there are so many talks going on with Frenkie de Jong to Manchester United. I'll be talking about that later when we talk about Manchester United. But first, we'll be talking about Sergi Roberto, who is the current player for Barcelona. It has been reported that he's willing to sign an extension to the contract. Not only that, it's also been reported that Barcelona are also working with Gavi's contract. There has been reports that there were no breakthroughs happening, but now the reports are coming up that Gavi is willing to listen to Barcelona. He is willing to sign that contract, so perhaps that is a good news. Maybe it had to do with the playing time. I'm sure that Frenkie de Jong leaving Barcelona would make that space for Gavi, and Gavi would have wanted assurances that how much game time would he get. So that's a good sign for Barcelona fans. Now, other names which have been linked to Barcelona were Rafinha from Leeds United. But the problem with Barcelona is about the money, about the finances. There is already talks going on that there are some problems with La Liga. They are already 1 billion in debt. They have to pay something between 500 billion, and they really need to be careful in their finances. So that is the reason they are selling an asset like Frankie de Jong. Now Rafinha would cost for 40 million and upwards. Can they get him? Will they get him? That's another question. But he is certainly of an interest to Barcelona. Not only him, there's another surprising name which was quite astounding. It has turned out to be Ruben Neves, and I don't know where this has come from, but there are some certain angles coming in from Barcelona that Barcelona are interested in Ruben Neves. But we have also heard that Ruben Neves has also got an interest from Arsenal. Let's see where the Ruben Neves would want to move. There were talks earlier last year when there was, I think, a link between him and Manchester United. But for some reason, Manchester United didn't go for him. So the reason he is being talked so much of now is that he wants to move. He wants to move to that club. He wants to move to that level. And he thinks that he has done enough for Wolves. So perhaps this is the right time right now for him to get a move. Perhaps he would want to play in the new camp. Does he suit Barcelona's football? Maybe he would. But Frank Kessie was also signed from AC Milan. So don't know where this one is coming from. But if Barcelona are really interested in him, they would have to pay an upward of 40 to 50 million. So that's a lot of money. Now if Barcelona need cash and they're selling Frankie de Jong and they're getting replacements such as Rafinha and Ruben Neves, that's like 40 million each and upwards. That's spending about 80 million. So what does that mean? How much money would they want to sell? Hello Kashmiri Foodie Delight. Thank you very much for tuning in. Hopefully you will be having a nice time. Guys, please do follow Kashmiri Foodie Delight. He's really one of the best food channels out there. So please subscribe to him and you can watch out really good recipes. And coming back to our topic, that Barcelona, if they want to spend 80 million on two players and they're selling Frankie de Jong, they would want at least 80 to 100 million euros, which would make sense. But let's see if they will be able to. They also want to sign Lewandowski. And Lewandowski has said it earlier as well that he wouldn't want to play for Bayern Munich. Now, if Robert Lewandowski does move to Barcelona, I'm sure that he's going to ask a lot of big wages. Will he get those big wages? That's another question. I think he wouldn't mind even in reduction in wages because he's earned enough in Bayern Munich, and he would want to play for Barcelona. He would want to put up that famous shirt, and let's see if that comes to happen. Now we'll be moving forward and we'll be speaking about Arsenal. Now Arsenal, this has really come up. We were speaking earlier about Rafinha to Barcelona just a few moments ago. And you could say that early in the day, it was reported that Arsenal are certainly interested in Rafinha. They really want the player. They like the player. Now, Mikel Arteta values him. I think there might be an outgoing in the shape of Pepe. So Pepe will be looking for a move. If Pepe moves, then that means there will be an opening for the right wing position. And certainly, for sure that Rafinha would be a perfect replacement. I think in many cases he'll be a better replacement for Pepe. And Rafinha has proven with Leeds United, he has played in Premier League. And if it comes to a choice between Barcelona and Arsenal, it's pretty sure, it's pretty obvious. He's a Brazilian. He would want to move to Barcelona. He would want to move to Nou Camp. And he would want to make history over there. But will he be able to do so? We'll get to see that. Right now, as Arsenal are concerned, they are in for Telemans. They are in for Ruben Neves. They are also in for a striker. The name which has come back again and forth is Jonathan David. Lacazette has already joined Lyon on a 3-year contract. For some reason, Lyon has offered him a pretty big contract in terms of years, and it appealed to him to go back home. Right now, if you have to wonder and to see, who do Arsenal target as a striker? Now, remember guys, they were targeting Vlahovic. Vlahovic joined Juventus, and after that Arsenal were back on the square one. Now, the two names which resonate back and forth are Dominic Calvert-Lewin and Jonathan David. Will they get either of these two? It depends. It depends how much money do Arsenal have. Where do they want to spend? In which areas do they want to spend? I think Arsenal have Xhaka and Partey in the midfield. They would want to add another one. I wouldn't be shocked if they go for Telemans. For Ruben Neves, I think Ruben Neves might go to Arsenal or might go to Barcelona. Same for Rafinha. He might go to Barcelona. He might go to Arsenal. It depends who's willing to pay. How much money and budget do Arsenal have? I think they might be willing to spend about 80 to 120 million. And in that 80 to 120 million, if they get the likes of Tielemans, they get the likes of Rafinha, they get the likes of Jonathan David, I think Arsenal fans would be happy. And if they make some sales, then they would have some extra cash to look into other positions. There is been also a news about Botman. It has been reported that Botman is also of interest to many teams. It has been said that AC Milan transfer has stalled. So now Botman is looking for other clubs. And it might be that Newcastle United get back into that deal. It might be Arsenal who are interested. Might be Tottenham. Might be other clubs. Might be PSG. There's so many clubs in for Botman. So we will see what happens with that one. Now moving on to Chelsea. I'll be talking about Chelsea now. Chelsea has been reported with many names, with in terms of outgoings and in terms of incomings. As usual, we have heard that Jules Koundé is the number one target, and along with him, it has also been reported, it's a surprising name, it's of Ousmane Dembele. Everybody knows that Ousmane Dembele used to play for Borussia Dortmund under Tuchel. He loves to play under Tuchel. He would want to play for Tuchel. Will he get his move to Chelsea? He can. He is a free agent. He can sign the contract with Chelsea. He would want to play for Tuchel. And Chelsea are also looking for players to be sold. Now, the list is quite humongous. It has been reported that Chelsea are looking for a deal for Kante. They are also looking to sell the likes of Pulisic. They are also willing to sell the likes of Ziyech. They are also willing to sell the likes of Timo Werner. It's quite surprising. It's quite shocking that so many names are coming out of Chelsea, which have been reported. Now, Azpilicueta has joined Barcelona. Rudiger has joined Real Madrid. Alonso is in talks to Barcelona. Will he move? That's another thing to be seen. Reece James has been heard that he's maybe, if he doesn't sign the contract extension, he might move to Manchester City. He might move to Real Madrid. So that's a key. I think there's going to be a major rebuild at Chelsea, and it's one to be seen. Lukaku has been reported that he wants to move to Inter Milan. So in terms of the squad, how will Chelsea look in the coming new season? I think this will go till the stretch. I think Chelsea have a quite interesting window ahead. So many names which have been linked to move. I think Chelsea will see an overhaul of squad. I think Thomas Tuchel would want to make that, you could say, a little bit shake in the squad. He would want to bring in some new names. He is interested in Lautaro Martinez. Now, does he get it? If he doesn't, who does he go for? That's another name. And now we will be going on to Liverpool. As it has been reported, it has been coming in from yesterday, that Liverpool have moved ahead of Manchester United to sign Darwin Núñez. Now everybody knows that Mane was linked to Bayern Munich. Mane wants to go to Bayern Munich. There was a bid made by Bayern Munich to Liverpool. The fee reported was around 30 million with add-ons. Now Liverpool want a little bit more. They don't want that much amount of money. They are looking in the region between 30 to 40 million. Now, if they're able to get that, they would want to move for Darwin Núñez. They know that Roberto Firmino is almost coming an end to his career. They're looking for a replacement. They think Darwin Núñez is the person. And Darwin Núñez valuation is around 100 million euros, 80 million upfront, 20 million euros add-ons. Liverpool are looking for an installment kind of plan, like they would want to play over the years rather than in a one whole complete payment. Now, this is between Benfica and Liverpool. It has also been reported that Manchester United are back in again for Darwin Núñez. They would want to speak to Benfica. They're willing to offer a little bit more money. Will they be able to get that? That's another question. That's another key. Now, the key over here is, if Liverpool go for Darwin Núñez, they sell Sadio Mane. Will they go for other targets? It has been reported that Liverpool are also looking for midfielders. Now, the names in the media haven't come up. It has been circulating amongst Liverpool fans that they are certainly looking for a midfielder. Now, which midfielder is that? We do not know of. Will they go for somebody a little bit younger, or will they go for a little bit experienced? We do not know. Perhaps Jurgen Klopp is eager to finish this Darwin Núñez deal. Once it's done, then perhaps they'll be moving on to the other targets. Now, guys, we'll be moving to Manchester United, which is the last club. We'll be speaking about Manchester United right now. Manchester United, as you've heard, guys, Frenkie de Jong is edging closer ever from Barcelona to Manchester United. he is right now willing to join United. He has spoken to Erik ten Hag. First there was reluctancy, but now he is eager, as well as there's a talk about valuation. We'll be speaking about what kind of valuation has come up. It has been reported 60 million euros as well as 20 million euros in add-ons. Now, Manchester United wouldn't want to spend that much. Manchester United are looking for a compromise. Will Barcelona will be able to do that? It has recently come in that Frankie de Jong has been reported by Barcelona that they would want 100 million euros, whereas Manchester United are looking for a price which could be a little bit lower. Will Manchester United be able to get that much lower fee? It's to be seen. I think a compromise would come in between 70 to 75 million, and perhaps Manchester United would be offering them add-ons such as if United ever win a trophy, if they ever win the Champions League, which is not looking likely in coming 1 to 2 years, perhaps maybe in 3 to 5 years, but it depends on the contract, and we will see what happens. Now, going forward, we'll be speaking about another name. It's Antony. Antony has been reported by many reports coming in that his representatives have traveled to England and his representatives are speaking to Manchester United. They want to do a move. Ajax are looking in for 50 to 60 million euros. Will Ajax get 50 million, 60 million is to be seen. I think the negotiations will be starting between the player representatives and Manchester United. Once that is done, then Manchester United will be speaking to Ajax. The deal between Ajax and Manchester United regarding Timber has kind of died down. I don't know what's the reason. Perhaps it might be running, it might be happening in the background, but this is a World Cup year. Timber would want to play consistently. He would want to have his place in the first team lineup. Perhaps Manchester United have Maguire and Varane. This would be in the back of his mind. But let's see what Erik ten Hag can do. Will he speak to Timber and what might happen? In another news, guys, I would be also telling it to you that you could be hearing something coming in the next year that United are targeting for 2 more players. For that, I would advise you to go, and I'll be putting down the link down below. There's another channel called Manchester United Verse, in which I will be giving that update. There's an episode out there already, which those names are that United will be targeting next season. I have done that episode. You guys need to go and check it. Please do subscribe to that channel as well. It's a new channel. It's a brand new channel. You guys need to go into that and you'll get that update in that episode, and you can find that out. I'll be posting that link down, so hopefully you'll guys be getting that update. As regarding to the striker target, it has been reported that no name has been reported because they're still working with Darwin Núñez. They would want to talk to Darwin Núñez representatives. Will they be able to get Darwin Núñez? We'll get to see. Other than that, we have also heard that United are looking to make a deal with Eriksen, who would be signed on a free, and this has just come up because United are looking for good deals, for deals which would cost no money. As you remember, Eriksen has no club. He would be signed on free. He would get good wages though, but it wouldn't matter that much, as we all know that Mata has left, Matic has left, Pogba, Lingard, Cavani, so many players are working as a free agent. So United do need players. They need to have numbers in that squad, and with Eriksen they certainly will have that quality. So let's see what happens going further. So guys, this is the updates what we have for today. Hopefully you would have loved this episode. So please do subscribe to the channel, press that like button, give your suggestions in the comment section, and I'll be coming on tomorrow, most probably in the afternoon, and giving you the update for the transfer. So guys, thank you very much for tuning in, and hopefully I'll see you soon. Thank you very much for watching, and have a nice one. Thank you.